The Hardley Boys and El Phantasmo with Heckel against Darby Allin, Sting, and Shingo Takagi. And this is the one that we couldn't figure out. Originally, it was a tag match. But then Darby, it was originally a tag match, right?
Oh, I thought it was a 4-way match.
No, it was a tag match. But then Darby, on that promo that we couldn't figure out when he just blurted out a bunch of names, made it an 8-man. That's why old Heckel was there. But somebody from the Japanese end of things got sick and couldn't come along with Shingo. So then it went from a tag to an 8-man, now to a 6-man. So everything's just running on all cylinders.
Do they call it a trios match in Japan?
I've never heard that when I was watching Japanese tapes, but who knows anymore? I mean, Japanese wrestling has gone to shit in the same fashion as American wrestling. It's not the same as it used to be. It's just they don't do everything stupid we do. But anyway, in this one, if you watch the first minute, you were satisfied because you got to see Sting jump off the fucking entrance tunnel. Sting doesn't come out on his entrance. They play the music. He's nowhere to be seen. Then the Hardleys come out. Then there's a blackout. Then you see Sting on the catwalk. Then there's another blackout. And then the lights come back on again, and Sting's on the top of the entrance tunnel and dives off onto all four heels, who catch him, but not quite, because he went over sideways. It could have been a little worse. So I don't know what Tony's paying him. Goddamn, he's trying to prove something. But they have a 7-way fight on the ramp where Darby is wailing on people with a skateboard, and Phantasmo looks like a guy that sells lottery tickets at the Shell station on the corner. And I said, if they've just done a dive off the tunnel, a 7-way on the ramp, bashing people's brains in with a skateboard, and the match hasn't even started yet, no way. So apparently Takagi beat Phantasmo. Did you have any thoughts on this exercise in futility?
No, not my style of match. And like I said before, there's too many these matches where you can predict every spot, where you can predict what's going to happen next. And a lot of those matches are the Bucks matches because they do a lot of the similar things all the time. But, for the fans there, it seemed like by the end of it, they picked up. They really weren't that into it early on, it didn't seem.
Well, now we're through 4 matches, 4 multi-man matches with furniture and dives and chaos and etc. And they got plenty more to go.
Are you surprised they didn't use any auto parts in any of these matches?
Well, I am, because that's a problem. Now, let's say, for example, that you're driving down the road, feeling hungry and cold. You thought you'd find some food and drink somewhere, and you pull into a goddamn parking lot of a restaurant. You think you're going to get filled up, and what do you find? You find that while you're in that restaurant, while you're in that choke and puke on the side of the road, the greasy spoon, somebody has taken a baked potato and shoved it up the tailpipe of your 69 Chevy. And while then, as soon as you start it up and you're headed down the road, that thing's going to blow up like a meth lab. And then what are you going to do? You're not going to know what to do. You're going to be sitting on the side of the road, broke, busted, and disgusted, dicked by the dangle dong of destiny, until you realize that if you need a brand new tailpipe because yours is clogged up, and after all, we don't want any blockages in people's tailpipes, all you got to do, folks, is log on, as the kids say, to rockauto.com. You don't give them a call anymore. That's retro. And they won't answer the phone anyway. They're sitting by their computers. As a matter of fact, we've talked about the fact that rockauto.com has parts cheaper than the brick and mortar stores, and also they stock many more parts than it's possible for these brick and mortar stores to stock. How do they do that, you ask? It's very simple. There's a multi-billionaire behind rockauto.com, and he has taken an entire island in the South Pacific, And he has built a location there where there's no bricks and there's no mortar. It took him years to do it. It's all glass and plastic and a little fiberglass. And
none of this is true, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you wouldn't believe it.
Why not stucco? Why not stucco?
Because that's related to mortar.
Oh, I guess so.
No brick and mortar.
Yeah, I guess
just
you're right.
Fiberglass, plastic, and glass. And every once in a while, there's some tin and some aluminum foil. But anyway, they've built this tropical oasis with every part for every car that's ever been manufactured. And all you got to do is log on to rockauto.com and they will instantly find that part. And here's the thing about it, because they live in a glass and plastic house, they can't throw the parts. So they've hired extra people to hand the parts from one hand to another, all the way to the shipping department, and they send it right to your door at your home or your office or your girlfriend's place or that girl that every once in a while you just drop by because you know she's easy and you're running late.
They will ship it wherever you want it shipped. That's right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm illustrating all the various places. And then you'll have it. And you can take that tailpipe and shove it right up the end of that 69 Chevy, and you'll be farting through silk. And your car will be purring like a kitten. But if that's the case, then you need to look under the hood because the chances are that a cat has gone to sleep on your radiator. And God, there's no telling what, if you can't drive too far because you cannot drive a car with hot pussy in it. No, that's dangerous. So anyway, when you go to rockauto.com, folks, and get the car part or truck part or motorcycle part or fucking velocipede, whatever that you need a part for, then all you got to do is write JCE in the How Did You Hear About Us box so they'll know you're part of the private club that we all belong to, the Cult of Cornette. We get special treatment around there. Somebody will probably put an extra free decal or possibly even a toothpick in your box of parts before they send it out.
No, they won't.
You don't get a free toothpick?
You don't get anything that you did not order from rockauto.com, especially things that came out of one of the workers' mouths. No.
Can you get anything to go up your own tailpipe?
I think you're thinking of a different website, and I don't know what that website would be because I don't explore that world that you're talking about. However...
Yeah, well, they banned you.
However, rockauto.com is a great place for parts for your car. All the parts your car would ever need.
Yes. Amazing selection, reliably low prices, direct from the South Sea Islands. All the parts your car will ever need. Plastic, fiberglass, and glass. No brick, no mortar. rockauto.com.